So this year's 2023 NBA draft is definitely going to be exciting to watch, with top players out there like Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, and Brandon Miller. But looking in the history of the NBA draft, there's always been players that fall to really late picks, such as Jokic, Isaiah Thomas, and many more that in the few years of their career, you kind of turn around and say, how did they fall this far in the NBA draft? And in this 2023 NBA draft, that player by far is Imani Bates. He is a former 5-star player who was once ranked as the #1 player in the 2022 recruiting class and widely considered as one of the best high school players in the world, averaging an insane 33 points per game, 9 rebounds, 2.9 assists, and 2.3 steals per game. And he also won the 2019 to 2020 Gatorade National Boys Basketball Player of the Year. Now you might be asking me, how is this dude falling in NBA mock drafts when he was able to do this in high school? And the answer to that question is that many teams apparently viewed him as a player that just did not play many games. In fact, he only played a total of 48 college games, and for many of these teams, those games came off as relatively weak. Furthermore, it also did not help that his college team went 8 for 23 for the year. Another reason is that many people believe that Imani Bates was rushed into basketball, as he was just 17 when he started playing college basketball. Also, Bates for years was the best on his team, and many people believe that led to bad habits in which at times, he has some questionable shot taking. Now, with many people saying that these are the major reasons that they would not take Imani Bates in the 2023 NBA draft, I do not think that this is actually the major reasons. The #1 major reason is that Imani Bates had off-the-court issues. Bates was arrested for carrying a concealed weapon and, quote, altering ID marks in 2022. And with players in the league like Ja Morant, we obviously saw what Ja Morant did this season or in the offseason and how the NBA viewed that with Adam Silver. And I think that this might be a problem with teams drafting. They do not want to take a player like this, and they're probably very reluctant to do so. Overall though, his talent is there. He had 29 straight points and a half versus Tadelo, in which an announcer called it one of the greatest individual scoring halves in a college basketball game. He's a flat-out scorer with the potential to be an all-time scorer in the NBA. So going back to the true reasons that teams might not pick Imani Bates in the 2023 NBA draft, it is his off-court issues and his questionable shot taking. But there's also been players in which scouts have talked like this. Players like Stephen Curry, they questioned his shot taking, but now he's one of the best Hall of Famers in the entire NBA. And in the NBA right now, there's players that have off-court issues, but are still ballers. Ja Morant and many others in the history of the game, like Allen Iverson, and the list can go on. When Imani Bates was in high school, he was almost locked to be a top 10 pick in the draft, because in high school, that man was balling. And we also seen the potentials and flashes in his college game, but for some scouts, they're just not buying it. But his talent is definitely there, and overall, I think that Imani Bates will definitely 100% be the steal of this 2023 NBA draft. He has the scoring ability, he has the talent. It's just some scouts out there are haters. With that being said, I think that's gonna wrap up things with this video. What do you guys think? Put it down in the comments down below, and subscribe for a cookie, because I will be giving that to you. Josh the Arch, and I'm out.